So this video I wanted to actually do for the New Balance 1080 V10 last year, but I never got around to it. So I'm really excited to actually do this video 6 months after wearing the New Balance 1080 V11. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into the video. Hey, what is going on, guys? Hes here. Hopefully you're having a good day out there. If you guys are new to my channel and you guys have not subscribed, please consider subscribing. Some of you OG subscribers probably don't have that bell on because the bell wasn't even around when you subscribed to the channel. If you guys like the video, you guys want to buy a pair of the New Balance 1080 V11s, check the link in the description. I'll have a couple other offerings out there as well. Another one that I'm super stoked about from that lifestyle side, I just got these in. And I really am stoked about this one. This is a fall colorway that's really dope. New Balance 992. Super excited to get a pair of these in hand. I can confirm the materials are amazing. Look is amazing, perfect for fall. So if you guys want a pair of these, check the link in the description as well. So ever since I bought the New Balance 1080 V10, it was a game changer for myself. Literally something that I threw on my feet and I was just like absolutely in love with. It was like my #1 shoe that I bought for 2020 for comfort specifically. It's unbelievably great. But now we've had the updated version for 6 months, and this is the New Balance 1080 V11, and V11 means version 11, so it's obviously the newer version. And this thing is an unbelievably great shoe as well. There's a lot of really great features about this shoe. There's a couple of things that some people didn't like as well, and I'll mention the pros and cons in this video for you guys. But from my personal experience, it's easily a go-to pair of sneakers that I want to throw on my feet on a regular basis. It's just so good and comfortable. I love everything that this shoe offers. Now, a couple words from what New Balance says about the shoe first. Our Fresh Foam 1080 V11 provides luxurious comfort for long runs. This soft plush shoe features responsive underfoot fresh foam partnered perfectly with a soft, selectively stretchy knit upper, offering a 360-degree comfort for high mileage. Including ultra heel technology that hugs the back of the foot for a snug, supportive fit, this men's running shoe fully wraps the foot in pure comfort. 9.3 ounces, 8mm drop. So fundamentally, it's basically every other sneaker out there on the market. It's a foam midsole, it has a stretch knit upper in selective places, and it has this ultra heel back here that kind of cups the back of your foot. That's one thing that's a little bit different, but primarily it's the same thing that everything else is on the market. So why is this one so great? Well, there's a couple of reasons why I think that they got this one right. So first, we're going to go over all the pros about this sneaker right here, and then we're going to get into some cons. And also just note, I polled some people online as well, so this is not just my personal feedback, but other people's feedback as well, both positive and negative. And so you guys know, from my perspective, this is strictly from a casual perspective, although if I was going to be running in any sneaker, this is probably the one I'm going to be going in anyway. The way that they have this constructed together is the perfect combination, at least for my feet, more so than any of the other offerings out here, which there's a ton of really amazing offerings from New Balance, all the way from the low end like $80, $90 shoe to up to a $225 shoe. There's a lot of variety and a lot of great features in all of the other sneakers that I have out here. However, this is the one that I usually go back to because it's so incredibly perfect for my feet. Just the overall shape of the shoe, how it kind of curves up on the back, curves up in the toe section, and it kind of has a natural motion when I'm stepping. So it's a nice easy stepping motion. I don't want to say rocking motion because it doesn't feel like a Hoka or anything like that. That's like crazy exaggerated rocking. It just has a perfect motion as I'm stepping with my foot. So the overall shape of the midsole is great, but that paired with that Fresh Foam X midsole is unreal. It's a very soft, pillowy landing every single time from heel strike, toe off. And if you've never used Fresh Foam X thus far, I definitely think you need to give it a try. This is one of the best experiences for Fresh Foam X, in my opinion. However, they do have the more V3s, that's 165 versus a 150 of this shoe right over here. This is like a max cushion version of what you get over here. This is kind of more of a natural motion runner. And also I do have the Vongos as well, which is another offering from New Balance. This is basically like the 1080 V11, but more of a stability version. So for people that need that extra stability, like older people and whatnot, this is a really great cushion shoe with a little added stability. I don't need that though, and I like the overall fit and feel and the rolling motion of this version. The knit upper is stretchy and breathable, exactly where it needs to be. The heel cup, I really like the ultra heel. It's very easy to get on your feet because of that. And then also I got the wide foot version, so they do offer wide versions, which is exceptionally great for myself because I do have a wider foot. But all of that wrapped up into a very lightweight pair of sneakers. Like, this is a really easy shoe to throw on your feet and just go and not feel like you have anything crazy on feet. However, having a really nice, comfortable ride when you land in these sneakers. So definitely something that I've really been loving since the previous version. I did a review, kind of a comparison between these two in a previous video. These are really easy to slide on and off your feet. I know it's kind of a weird pro, but some people really like the ability to have them casual like myself and not have them laced super snug, and then just be able to slide them on and go, and then kick them off, and then you're back home. And that's personally what I prefer. And these are very easy to get on your feet, partly because of that ultra heel, how it bends down backwards, so you never get that stuck inside. Definitely like that. The next pro is this is a really, really good vacation shoe. Definitely a top 3 contender for myself for a pair of sneakers that you should be wearing on vacation. I've worn these to Disney World as well as Hawaii, and I really loved these sneakers. I wear them all day, and by the end of the day, I take off my shoes and I don't have any aches or anything like that in my feet, and the overall comfort for me is excellent. The next pro for me is that they're very lightweight, like 9 ounces for a pair of these in my size, which is super nice. I mean, it doesn't feel like hardly anything. Anything over like 11 ounces, you can definitely feel a little bit more heavier, but this is like that perfect sweet spot where there's some nice tread on the bottom and they feel really light because of the foam in the upper. Another pro is they're very versatile. The fact that you can wear these all day, the fact that you can wear these running, the fact that you can wear these from a casual perspective and go to Costco in like super comfort and like go waiting in lines at DMV or whatever you might need to do. This is a very, very comfortable shoe for all of the above things. And having a versatile pair of sneakers is really important when you want to have that one shoe that you could just go to on a regular basis. This is definitely one of the ones that I don't keep in the sneaker room. I keep it in the garage because it gets constant rotation. I also love the upper of this sneaker. The zones that they have kind of mapped out on the shoe is perfect. The toe box is super stretchy and roomy, which I really love. The midfoot has that added embroidery right here for the lockdown of the shoe, so it sort of acts like a lace cage. And then you have that neoprene sort of heel cup, which is very, very comfortable. Also, the tongue is just the right amount of padding on here as well, so it's not too thin, not too puffy. And in my opinion, the fit of these is true to size, so I'm a 9.5, go with a 9.5 for myself, and these fit me perfectly. And the last pro that I already sort of mentioned is they do have wide options for your feet. I got a wide version. They do have extra wides as well for those people with the really wide feet. So in searching around the internet as well as getting some replies from you guys, I have a list of some of the cons as well, so let's get into those. The first con is that some people have complained that these shoes wear down too quickly. This is probably more for those people that wear these 365 every single day. They might wear down a little quickly if it's your only pair of sneakers that you wear on a regular basis, because there is exposed fresh foam on the bottom of the shoe. However, the tread back here is pretty significant, and also in the front of the shoe. So if you're wearing them really, really heavy, maybe you have problems with that, but I haven't had that problem on my 10s or 11s. And so if you do have that problem, you might want to go with the 860s, because the 860s does have a lot more tread. It's a lot thicker than on the 1080 V11s. So just throwing it out there. The next con, some people complain about having some heel slippage in the back of the shoe right here. I personally have never had that happen, but some people maybe with a really skinny foot might have that problem where this part back here just feels like their heel's popping out. I don't know. I personally have never had that, but I wanted to mention it since it seemed to be a common theme. If you guys have owned these shoes and you guys have that problem, please leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think. The next con that seemed to be a general theme out there, and this must be for like the extreme wide footers or the high arc people, but they said that the midfoot was too tight across right here, which normally, like, I have that problem on other sneakers, but I don't have that problem on this one. Normally that happens on the sock-like shoes that has that real snug fit across here that you don't have any option to relax at all. This does have a detached tongue that has some extra stretch material that hold the tongue in place on each side. And I think some of those people might not have been able to loosen it enough. My suggestion would be to loosen the laces a little bit, but I personally haven't had any discomfort on the top part of the shoe. The next con that some people mention is that this shoe was not stable enough for them. The fresh foam might have been too new to them, so it might have been a little bit wibbly wobbly for them. And my suggestion, if it is a little bit too much for you, personally, I like the feel of it and I don't feel any discomfort or any stability issues, but they do offer the Vongo version, which is the stability version of the 1080 V11 in a sense. So try the Vongos. Definitely has a little bit more stability for those people. And this is generally from those people that reviewed the shoes that are 60 or older. So throwing that out there as well. If you're younger, that stability issue probably is not going to be an issue. But again, everybody's feet's different. The next con for me personally, I just wish they had more colorways. I mentioned that same problem with the 1080 V10. They didn't have quite enough colorways. I really love this shoe though. It's going to be a mainstay in my sneaker rotation from this point on, so I would love to see more colorways available. The triple black one is really nice, but I would love to see some better options out there for colors. And the last con is I personally think that they need to do some collabs with this model. Give people a little bit of hype around this model, and then people will go nuts because you give them the opportunity to try them on. They see what I'm talking about and just realize that like this is a really great, comfortable shoe, not just for running, but for casual perspective. Like we just recently saw, Stone Island is doing a collaboration with New Balance on this model right here, which is the RC Elite V2. This is a really dope shoe, a very nice, expensive running pair of sneakers, but this is definitely a much more functional shoe that I could see if Stone Island did a collab with this model. People would probably like it a little bit more after they buy it and wear it and realize it's like the perfect casual pair of sneakers. Like for those people that love New Balance shoes, you have the 990 V5s as an example. This is like the shoe that everybody's like, oh, New Balance is so comfortable, it's amazing. And this is like a harder rubber outsole, very thick traction, and it's a great pair of sneakers and a very comfortable pair of shoes as well. But compared to the new age comfort of like the Fresh Foam X, this is like not comfortable at all comparison to this. However, I guess it's comfortable, but differently comfortable, right? So I think that if more people gave this a chance from a casual perspective, not just like serious runners and stuff, I think that they would do tremendous amounts of sales of that model. Personally, it's just one of my favorites for the last couple of years, and one that I was really excited to do this video on because I really, really, truly love that shoe. It helped introduce me to all of the sneakers that you see out in front of me. As soon as I got that Fresh Foam X, the first time I tried it, I was like, dude, I need to know more. And so now I have a bunch of different versions of that Fresh Foam X as well as the Fuel Cell, and they all offer some really, really good things. But definitely a fan of what New Balance is bringing to the table. If you guys are wanting to buy a pair of the 1080 V11s, there's an affiliate link down in the description, meaning I do get a kickback from the sales. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Have a good rest of the day. Hopefully we'll see you guys back here for some more videos. All right, peace guys.